A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound when we the pound. Take a look around when we touch the town. Not the way stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools. Had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 39, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be out of bounds and incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you may remember, battled in the NFC divisional round last year, and that game was also here at Raymond James Stadium. The Rams ran out to a 27-3 lead. Before the Bucs and Tom Brady, they rallied all the way back. But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner at the gun, and the Rams advanced 30-27.
Going up top.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 carries, 51 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder, if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Rodgers now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Dalton Schultz, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Micah Parsons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now Jones.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Just keeping the... And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari, getting in there to bring him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cam Akers of the Rams offense ready to go back to work.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level. 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's out to the flat.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw is Rodgers.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Now it's Rodgers.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Rodgers to throw once more. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Oh, what a move. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
2nd down and goal. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Another catch there for Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Tampa. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Akers. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. It's a short kick taken up beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones.
And check down, complete to Hall.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down, so now on defense.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Waddle,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 23. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Jones.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 10 more there and another 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away.
Even such a big league, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Rodgers looking to throw.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Rodgers looking deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On second down and 4, Jones.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed.